pitches to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get... And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Snagged in the middle, it's Penn. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback gets the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. What a cut. Now he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The give to the tailback. There he goes. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Got him downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Got a man, it's Donald. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it behind the line. It's Penny. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Finds the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown Bulldogs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA.
With jet sweep pass.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The play action fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And this throw is incomplete. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Thomas.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Street. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got it in the middle. It's Penn. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw time running short in the half. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line. The Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way somehow to get a stop and limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's caught. It's Church. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Church. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Makes the grab. It's Penn. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nick.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's open on the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Penn. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Donald. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. It'll be a draw. Spins away from the defender.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down there?
Breaks into the open. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Church. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Sampson. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Donald. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick strike complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. To the air on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a move to get open. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Street. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's...
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Bounced right back to them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Running to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on second down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. Turning it on! And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.